How to prioritize your weekend is the thing that's on my mind today. If taking regular, consistent action is something that you've struggled with, my 5-minute daily planning continuous improvement checklist may be exactly what you need to get your consistency back on track. Completely free. All you need to do is reach out and let me know, and I'll shoot it through, no questions asked. Hello, and welcome back to the From Zero to Marketing Hero podcast. My name's Paul Heron. I'm a life coach, entrepreneur who made the transition from the uncertainty of not knowing how I was going to escape from the corporate world through the roller coaster of starting my own business to now having a successful coaching business where I get to help others in their own unique journey. This podcast is my latest effort at pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Over the last 5 years, I've predominantly outsourced all my marketing activities. And this year I decided this is the year that I'm going to take ownership and responsibility and figure some of this stuff out on my own. So I've committed myself to creating, uploading, posting a podcast episode every single day for the next 12 months to see where it takes me. Today, I want to quickly share why it's sometimes more important to remain open to opportunities than to be sticking to a strict checklist. Well, it's the weekend and I'm recording this one a little bit later than normal. And while it is a little bit later than normal, I just wanted to use this as a perfect opportunity to reflect on how we should be reviewing our goals and why, if we are too rigid in our approach to ensuring that we do the things that we say we're going to do, we run the risk of missing out on opportunities that we may never have been able to experience. I think this comes down to the question of what it is that we want to be experiencing each and every day. Is it more important to be ticking off the things that we originally deemed as being most important? Or is it more important to be able to get to the end of each day and feel the day was a success regardless of the original plan? And I think this is something that's really important for us to be able to retain awareness of when we approach all of our goal setting. And I just want to use the experience that I've had today as a little bit of an example. So this podcast and releasing this podcast at 6 p.m. every single day has been a huge priority of mine. Once or twice I have known that I had a lot on and I just wouldn't be able to do it. So I did prepare an episode the day before so it'd be ready to release on the day that I knew I had prior commitments. But most days, this whole experience is about me showing up daily and documenting what's on my mind and exploring these topics on a daily basis. And today was no different. If I was thinking about my priorities at the start of the day, getting this completed and allocating some time and ensuring that I had the hour or so that it would take to get this done, set aside would have been probably the most important thing in my day, in my plan at least anyway. But things don't always go to plan. I have had a busy weekend. We were doing some work in the garden. I'm not sure where you guys might be based, but I'm based over in Ireland and we've had some fantastic weather over the last couple of days and things just didn't go to plan. And that's okay. We spent the morning out in the garden getting some stuff done. We had a couple of sports matches for our kids that we had to go and attend. And throughout the course of the day, it just became clear that something had to give. And for me, it was an easy decision. Yes, this podcast was something that is hugely important, and releasing it on time and doing all the things that I intended to do is something that's important to me. But what was more important to me in that moment was being able to get outside and have some fun with the family out in the sunshine. And it was actually quite an easy decision just to put this off for a while and to get to it when I had the opportunity, which I knew would come in time. Now, what this reminds me of is just the idea that if we are really fixated on the things that we intend to do, we just don't know what opportunities we're missing out on. And I think this is a really important lesson that we can all take with us when we're thinking about both our planning and what a successful day means to us. Yes, it's nice to hit the targets that we set ourselves, but I know for me, it is more important to be able to get to the end of the day, not have any regrets, to feel fulfilled. And sometimes that will most certainly mean that we've taken advantage of an opportunity that's presented itself that we just could not have foreseen before we started the day. And I really do think that that is far more important and far more valuable than just always sticking to the original plan. So I got there in the end. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. I'm sure this is something that I will touch on and keep coming back to as this journey continues. Finally, if you are enjoying the show, I'd really appreciate if you could take a moment of your time and hit the subscribe button. It really is one thing that can help share this show with a wider audience, and I would be extremely appreciative if you could take the time and do that. And until tomorrow, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.